So before I started making this video, I didn't know I was a masochist. Because apparently, all the characters I like to play are all some of the hardest characters in this game. Tracer, Venture, I could just sit back, I could take it easy, I could play a certain hit scan sheriff and let my balls hang, or I could at least attempt to master a character that has one of the highest skill floors in this game, and that's Genji.
And if you ain't going with me or against me, farewell. If you want attention, I'm giving them hell. If my name is mentioned, I'll die on this well. I went through hard to get here and left fear to spell. And if you ain't going with me or against me, farewell. Two hands gonna pack it, I'll move out of flash it. They think I'm a lackey until I get match it. Two hands gonna pack it, I'll move out of flash it. They think I'm a lackey until I get mashing the boy.
Now, Genji is an interesting character because he has one of, again, as I said earlier, the highest skill floors in any character I've seen or played as in Overwatch. If you already know, a skill floor is basically how good you need to be in order to call yourself a good so-and-so player, a good Genji player, a good Tracer player, a good whoever it is player. That's basically all it is. And those two specifically, Tracer and Genji, have some of the highest skill floors in the game. Some other people can just, look down a lane, point and click, or if anyone gets close to them, they can just press E and then roll out of the way and kill them really quickly. Some people can do that. You actually have to put some brain into their kit and know when to use your abilities, what to use them for, and how to use them in order to get the best thing possible out of your entire kit. Now, it is important to explain everything in Genji's kit, so I'll start with the things he can do because he's a cyborg ninja, which is climbing walls. Characters like Hanzo and Kiriko can climb walls too, but I would say it's more of a little scramble than a true to form wall climb. Genji can climb a wall until he hits the ceiling of it or something that's rounded. And at that point, he'll just exit the wall climb. And he can double jump. That is extremely important. He is an agile fighter. You don't just get to stand still, okay, with holding right click and occasionally pressing left click. Yeah, I'm talking to you. You don't get to just do that in the back. You actively have to move around and change angles and go for stuff. And his kit promotes stuff like that, such as his primary fire. His primary fire is split into two sorts of throws, which is throwing his shuriken one at a time in a straightforward volley, or throwing his shuriken all at once in a wide swing sort of. Think of it as throwing it straight forward for long range and in a wide swing for close range, which most of the time you're going to be in. You're going to be in close range. So I would suggest, you don't have to, but I would suggest throwing out that right click whenever you get the chance, right before you do an attack, right before you do the dash, right before you melee, right before you do anything. Get that little bit of damage out. That little bit of damage, I'm telling you, it can save your life. And speaking of saving your life, this thing will keep you alive, the Deflect. Oh my god, the Deflect. The Deflect is just as useful as Tracer's Recall, okay? It is a get out of jail free card that you can use masterfully and beautifully if you use it properly. Now, don't think when I say using it properly, it means to just spam the shit out of your E button as soon as you get low health, because that is not what's going to save you. It won't save you. I promise you, 9 times out of 10, if you wait until you're 30 HP to press your E button, your E button's going to run out on you when you least need it to. Your E button is used to, I would say, turn the table, but not flip the table. That is more of a Tracer's Recall type of trump card. Deflect will knock back anything that is a projectile. Anything that is a projectile, okay? Listen to me when I say this. Anything that is a projectile. That means Moira Beam, Zarya Beam, Symmetra Beam, Mei's primary fire, we'll call that a beam too, her Frost Beam, cannot be deflected. And I just, no, really quick. I don't know how you Genji players did it. This shit is impossible. If you get a single kill, if you start to even pop your shit a little bit as Genji, niggas will switch to Mei and Moira immediately, and there's just nothing you can do, because Moira just constantly sucks away damage, sucks away your health, without you being able to do shit about it. And Mei, in order for you to get a kill on Mei, you have to get a little bit closer to Mei. Unless Mei wants to stand still and just take these shuriken to the face, that's not happening. You kind of just have to pray and hope that this Mei is bad, because if the Mei is good, she's just going to walk down your shit 9 times out of 10. And if you even get her low, if you by some miracle, by God's grace, get her low, if you get her any lower than not even 30 HP, if you get her lower than 40 HP, she's gonna just get straight in that ice cube, and then she's just gonna wait And all you can do is either stare at it or try and haul ass the other direction. And by the time you turn your back and try to start hauling ass, she's gonna blick you down like some police officer. Sorry, I know it's a side tangent. I know there's no reason. It's just like Genji feels just especially weak when he's playing against characters like her. It's just like the worst feeling in the world. But anywho, back on topic, the dash or Swift Strike or whatever you want to call it. The dash is the most important part of Genji's kit. It helps him clean up low enemies and just keep his momentum throughout a fight. It does 50 damage flat. End of discussion. No matter what is happening on the field, you better lube up, bend over, arch your back, because you are taking that damage. No matter what happens, you're taking that 50 damage. So the best way to use his dash, in my opinion at least, is to spam it when someone is low. When someone gets to something that you think is at least 50 HP, go ahead and tap that shift button real quick and get that kill. Because once you get that kill, your dash immediately refunds. As soon as you get any sort of elimination, that dash refunds. However, the thing that is a little hard to get used to with Genji's dash is that you cannot turn mid dash. Once you dash, you are going straight forward for 15 meters non-stop until you hit those 15 meters. So you need to have immaculate game sense. You need to know where everything is at all times. Because if you don't know that once you get done with this dash, you need to move on to this next thing, you're going to be caught out with your pants down and you're the one who's going to be taking it. You. So whenever you go for a dash, know what your destination is and know what your next play is every single time. Like clockwork, know who you're going after once you dash, know why you're going after them, and know exactly what you need to do after you go after that person. With Genji, you should be planning ahead always. Be 5 steps ahead. No, be 10. No, be 20 steps ahead. Because if you can stay ahead of the enemy with your agility and your deadliness, you will be unstoppable. And pairing that mindset of always staying ahead with one last thing from his kit. Something that people like to call a wet noodle. Some people like to call us a foam baseball bat. The Dragonblade. The Dragonblade is the most controversial in... I think this by itself raises the skill floor by at least 20 to 40 freaking flights. Okay? Because this sword is not an ult where you can just toss that shit out and get value. No. You need to put yourself in a position where you can get value. And I think that is so important for anybody to learn in general. I think that if you haven't played Genji yet, play Genji and you'll understand how important it is and how spoiled you are with the fact that whoever character you play has an ult that you can low-key just toss out there and get value with. You know what I mean? Like Bob, if you play Ashe, you can just toss Bob out there and get something off of it. Again, no shade to the Ashe players. The only people I despise are Cassidy players, okay? But with that, you can't just throw it out. How Genji's ult works is Dragonblade is an 8-second long ultimate where he pulls out his sword and he does 110 damage per swing that goes up to 5 meters. I mean, 5 meters ain't a whole lot, but it can get the job done, trust, okay? I mean, even 2 meters could get the job done, you know? Some people say it's not the size of the wave, but the motion of the ocean. But anyway, his ult is one of the most interesting ones because people only label it as weak because they have to do more to get out of it. With Genji's ult, you can't just, again, I've said this a million times, but you cannot just press it and hold and pray that it'll work. That's just not how it'll work, how his sword works. You need to have a game plan going into it. You need to feel that moment. That second where you think there's a blade. The closest I can get to explaining it is just if you see that no one's looking at you and you can close the distance quickly and someone's low, use it then. But even then, it's like as soon as he says one Japanese character, people turn around, throw biotic grenades, throw flashbangs. They get to doing whatever they can to make sure you do not ever get a single swing off. Of all the ults, this one is the hardest to get off, the hardest to get the play of the game clip off, the hardest to even get a play off of. Wait, be patient, okay? Patience is a virtue. Wait for On to creep up a little too far. Wait for somebody to step even an inch out of position. Wait for the cooldowns to expire. Wait for that on a sleep dart, that beautiful animation to play. And as soon as that sleep dart goes out, as soon as that gun goes into the air, click your Q button, go down there, slice her up like some goddamn sashimi, then move on to the next one. Quick dash. That's 50 damage, by the way. Listen, that's 50 instant damage to the next person, and then immediately start slicing and dicing. That's 160 damage you just did off of what? Just, I wouldn't even say a second. I'd say maybe a half a second of just playing the game, and then keep that momentum going. Genji is a character you should be patient with. Wait for those openings. Wait for those cooldowns. Wait for that second. Wait for them to forget that you exist. Not forget you exist, like you're not playing the game, like you're just hiding, because you won't get anything off like that. Your team will be down a person. But poke, be a little annoying. Make them put their camera in a circle. Make them look around. And the second they get comfortable, the second that they think, okay, I shoot Genji off, I'm gonna turn around and I'm gonna do this. Come back and shove that sword so far up their ass. And last but certainly not least are the perks. Swift cuts. Quick melee reduces the cooldown of Swift Strike by 3 seconds for anything that is meleeed. Of course, not just like, not a deployable or a building, but any actual enemy that's meleeed, that reduces your cooldown of Swift Strike by 3 seconds. The other minor perk is Dragon Thirst. Dragonblade swings gain 30% lifesteal. Now up next are the two major perks. One is Blade Twisting. Swift Strike deals 25 damage over time if the person who is struck by Swift Strike is half health. And then last but certainly not least is Meditation. Regenerate 35 health per second while Deflect is active. This has nothing to do with what you are deflecting or how many things you deflect. It has to do with how long you have Deflect cost. So you can cancel it once you're like safe, or you can use it to try and get safe whilst healing up that health. I personally, the combination I pick is Swift Cuts and Meditation, because I find myself in positions a lot where having that extra 35 health per second when I activate Deflect is always useful, because by the time I didn't activate Deflect, you should already be at least like half health or maybe a little bit lower. You never want to activate it once you're at like 5 HP, because then that just gives you like no real room to breathe, because they're going to see, oh, you're low, and start just walking down. And then Swift Cuts is just nice to be able to get that Swift Strike back, especially if you're going to be in people's faces like you kind of should be. Like Genji's low-key a close range hero, so if you're planning on being in close range, why not give yourself a perk that makes yourself stronger whilst you're in close range. But of course, I'm not gonna just talk about the ult, his kit, and all that stuff while I show some footage in the background. I'm gonna show you a game where I used everything I talked about right now. Widowmaker. Because Widowmaker players are the most interesting people. Oh yeah, she saw me. I can't do that anymore. Can't peek that anymore. It's just like, I want to put some pressure, but I also, okay, here's what I'm gonna do. Oh fuck, I was trying to get it for him. Ooh, fuck, I'm dead. I'm coming. Thank you, Ana. No, wait, she's getting rezzed. I can't do anything about that, honestly. Come up here, come on. Oh, okay. Oh, right. Shit. Gotcha, thank you. Are you kidding me? No, you're not. Ha, bitch. Alright, well. Dude, he just blocked my egg. Can I get one? Let me. Bro.
Get out of my face.
Oh, fuck. Hot. No. She did not kill her before she died.
Untouchable.
I think he's gonna try and chain guard me. Fuck you.
10 seconds.
Up here.
Complete medicine. Capture objective A.
Ah, I hit him. Alright, I'm happy.
Pain is inevitable.
Damn. Oh, fuck. I'm gonna die. Got it. Dude! I can't. Oh, I suck. Fuck, let's go. I got these heals. Climb this wall. Jump down here. I see. Okay. Yeah, be afraid. Look at me. Don't look at them. Look at me. Oh yeah.
Enemy is tough.
Okay, I'm gonna go over here. Oh shit.
Objective A captured. Escort.
Fucking you. Oh fuck. Whoa. No, my god. See? I turned to try and. Oh, whoa.
Finally, a real challenge.
Nanoboost administered. وريهم قوتك. No one can hide from my sight.
Thanks for giving me wall hacks. I appreciate it. fire.
Victory.
Well, that's pretty much all I had for today's episode of How Can I Torture Myself. If you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, do all that nice stuff. Yeah. Oh, also, next episode is gonna be on Lucio, so keep an eye out for that. Bye.